Hello, in this video, we are going to take a look at our last test, and it's known as the root test. The root test, very similar wording to the ratio test, and the root test says, if the limit as n goes to infinity of the nth root of the absolute value of the sequence comes out to be some limit, and that limit is less than 1, then the series of a sub n is absolutely convergent. So we're comparing against 1 again, and the limit has the same outcome of if it's smaller than 1, then it's absolutely convergent. And if that limit as n goes to infinity of the nth root of the absolute value of the sequence equals L, and that comes out to be greater than 1, then the series of a sub n is divergent. And finally, if the limit as n goes to infinity and nth root of the absolute value of a sub n equals L, and this is 1, then the test is inconclusive. Or another way of phrasing that is the root test doesn't work. We just don't know if it converges or diverges. We'd have to use a different test. Now, based on what we have with this root test, we are most often going to be looking for series that are of the form of some sequence raised to the nth power. So this works best if we have some exponent of n on everything, and that's going to be the types of examples we'll look at. And if we have that series that has that form, then the root test is going to work really quickly on these. A few notes before taking a look at those examples. The first note, the nth root is the same as raising to the 1 over n exponent. So it's just going to cancel that n exponent and make a limit of something hopefully easier to take. Second, the root test, just like the ratio test, cannot prove or show conditional convergence. It can either give us something is absolutely convergent or something is divergent. It cannot give that in between of conditionally convergent. And finally, for our notes, if the root test doesn't work, neither does the ratio test. So if you try the root test on something and you get an inconclusive result, and you're wondering, what test should I move on to next? Don't move on to the ratio test next, as it will also not work. In the next video, we will take a look at 4 examples of using the root test.